everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with another Scrap Squad Sunday. This week, the regular Friday Scrap Squad lift is a really beautiful one. It's got these 3 giant stars, lots of journaling, and the title is Throw Kindness Around Like Confetti, so there's a lot of confetti-like dottiness going on around there. Lots of different size and type stars kind of thrown in. A few flowers, a nice black and white photo. Just a lot of really luscious goodness. And I've kind of shortcutted things. Number one, I did not have time to pull out my Cameo and do 3 giant hearts like this. So I relied on my nested star dies. This is kind of a nice wonky star. And I just pulled 3 sheets from this. I'm using my Mind the Scrap January kit for this, and I pulled this pad. I just noticed that I have a star that I need to glue back down. This is the pad from the Bujo kit for January, and I just pulled 3 sheets from it. This kind of green with a gold embossed dot, this gold with or yellow with a gold embossed check, and this pink with multicolored dots. And I nested the 2 large stars, which would make an outline and a center star, and then the 2 small ones. So these are the pages that I have left. I'm going to use those to mat my photo in just a minute, but I ended up with these large outline stars, 3 large outlines, 3 smaller outlines, and the little stars that came in the center. And I just kind of, not off camera, I just kind of spread them around the page. Let me see where I wanted that. That one can go like that. And I glued them with just 1 or 2 dots of glue so that they would still kind of lift up. And I wanted to be sure that I could slide in my journaling, which was a major part of the sample lift, and I wanted to leave ends of these stars open to hold my photo right in here, especially after I get it matted and so forth. And they'll kind of stick up a little bit because of the foam I'm going to put on the back. So we'll get to that in a minute. I also wanted to say that my philosophy here is normally I might pop some of these stars up, but I'm going to have lots of other embellishments on here, and I plan to pop them up, and the photo will be popped up, so I'll let the stars kind of be part of the background. Okay, let me get started here quickly. I have taken some of the embellishments, of some of the ephemera out of the Hello Dreamer packet that I've used before, and I've put foam dots on the back of those. Not sure if I'll use those. I've pulled some foam stars and some puffy stars from some stash. I have a dinosaur from the Chamel field trip ephemera that I think I'm going to use as my title. Let me put that back over here. I have some stickers from the Pebbles Happy Cake Day line, and I have the ephemera from that line as well right here, and I love it, but it's shiny. They're larger than I need. Let me just put it that way. They're also shiny, and I prefer matte finishes because they photograph better. So the stickers have a lot of the same images. They're really, really cute. I'm going to stay away from the birthday themed ones because this one's kind of a hear me roar, you've got this girl kind of page about Ava. So let me, having said all of that, let me get through with this. What I'm going to do here is let me see if I can get all of this. I'm trying to have all of this be on camera so that you can kind of see. I don't want to lose this this paper, so I'm going to use it as a mat, realizing that I'm going to come up against some of the cuts, and I'm going to let that be okay. I'll go with the pink first, and then I'm going to cut it right at the edge there. I could possibly leave this cut there and do an embellishment there, and I might do that another time, but I think I'm just going to leave the two solid sides on there. So let me get I'll put the photo on the yellow so that I have my solid sides. Let's see, let me get that right there. That'll work. And my cut sides are here. Let me do that. And I'll do this. I'll get just little, one corner of the photo will be matted in one color and the other will be matted in another. I'll put that off to the side, but I'll get little bits of all of these colors here. Okay, get that. And this is hopefully, the thing that takes the longest. I wasn't sure what order I would do these layers in. As it turned out, I didn't think about it at all, so the order is as I picked them up. So that worked out okay. And here my adhesive didn't hold. Okay. And part of that is because the adhesive has hit some of the cut areas back behind the photo. Okay. Enough of that. That's possibly something I could have done off camera, but I wanted to show you. It's kind of a way to use scraps and to include little bits of your color scheme or in the papers that you're using on your layout. Okay, I think that's all the cutting I have to do. So I'm going to, just to kind of set the pace here. Now see, if I'd thought about it, I wouldn't have wanted this green up against the green side of it. I might have let the pink be down there, but it's all good. I'm going to glue this one down. I think I'm going to do it over here, and I'll leave that as a spot for some embellishment. Okay, now I'm going to add the title, and I kind of like the journaling is loose, and it's somewhat under the points of three of the stars, and it overlaps one of the others. I'm going to put this kind of on here so that it's approaching the photo. There's kind of a line there, and I can't exactly tell you why that's important, but okay. Next thing I'm going to do is put some of my larger embellishments, and I've kind of picked things that capture the childlike, fun, carefree mode that Ava was in, before she started having to deal with stuff. And this is a photo of her so excited about her new club level soccer uniform. And she was a goalie, and she was beginning to get kind of tall at that time after having been just really, really tiny. And she loved it so much. She was actually playing with her own age group, and then was invited to play up at a higher, an older age group. And she just announced kind of out of the blue that she didn't want to play soccer anymore because the practices hurt. And that kind of began the examination into where this pain and the occasional joint swelling in her wrist and elbow happened. And there were many different diagnoses in the 6 or 7 months that we hauled her around to doctors, and it ended with a diagnosis on Good Friday of leukemia. And this is just so typical of the sweet, happy girl that she was before, kind of dealing with this stuff. Okay, what I want to do here is, and I've put I want this to overlap but not stick down that journaling block. So I'm going to move the foam up higher so that it'll stick and kind of look like it's attached there, but it really isn't, and this can still move around and move out. Okay, so there we go. And she's definitely a pizza-loving girl back then. Now her appetite, of course, is dictated by how the current chemical cocktail makes her food taste. But I thought I like I said, I'm using pizza. I'm using a Band-Aid for ouch, which is kind of reference to her pain. I thought I'd do this little guy there. And I'm going to go back. These are going to be the larger elements. I'm going to have a kind of a triangle of elements. Everywhere that I put a large element, I'm going to have a group of 2 smaller elements that kind of go with it. Let's see. I kind of like that going across there. This little guy is cute. There's a kind of a, let's see, do I really need to do that? I may do it just that way. I was going to use this star in conjunction with that. I was going to maybe use this ice cream bar. We already have ice cream there. I'll use the cloud and that ice cream. The Dream Big, always appropriate for a kid's page, but I think I won't use it on this one. Okay, so now I'm going to start taking my second largest elements will be from this sticker package, and there are a few of these images that I just can't resist, and I don't know that I'm going to pick one to match every one of these, but I do know that I am. Oh my gosh, these stickers are not. They're nice, kind of sturdy cardstock stickers, but they're not coming up easily from the page. This avocado is just adorable, and I feel like the avocado needs to be in here. So I think I'm going to do him right there, and he's popped up. Another thing I wanted to do was include some flowers, and this month's ephemera didn't have many or any flowers to speak of, I don't think, and so I'm pulling some from these stickers. This one's going to be a much more kind of over embellished page with the stars kind of as the backdrop and not as the primary element like in the example. Let's see what else I wanted to do. This little group of flowers are really cute too. And I'm not going to the trouble here of using my little cornstarch bag to make the stickers not sticky. The foam dots should be enough to keep the stickiness off the page. And let me see if I can just maybe group that together with that. Okay, I think that may be, there's this gold flower that I thought I might work in somehow. Maybe right here. The photo isn't glued down, or isn't. It has adhesive, but I didn't press it down enough to make it stick. So apologies for that. Hopefully that's in the same place. Yeah, let me use that right on there. Okay, and I want to use one of these little, these are just amazing. This is, again, part of that Cake Day, Happy Cake Day line from Pebbles. And these are little foam dots. They're like little puffy dots. So I thought I'd choose one of the colors from our three main star colors. I'm introducing lots of other colors because I wanted some pink and red in here. So now I've done those, I can start doing smaller smaller additions like these foam glittery thicker stars. They introduce the navy blue, which and navy blue is used in the collection. It just wasn't in the main star colors that I selected. So we're kind of adding that in. Let's see. I kind of like one. I like some of them overlapping the stars, the larger stars, and some just kind of on their own. Let's see. I'm going to maybe do this one like that. Make sure all of this is on camera. Okay, so I've got those in. I've got some plus signs in this aqua color, and I don't see any aqua in there, any teal in there. There is some teal in some of these embellishments, this little party hat and in this group of flowers, but nothing that I've chosen for this page has any of that teal in it. I could say, to heck with that, I can introduce it as a color, but I'm not going to do that. I have all of these colors to add in because I'm going to dot it up. I had thought about doing some ink splatters, and I thought I wouldn't do that. I'm going to add these little stars. Got this hot pink color that I really felt I wanted in there, and I included it in that little crown and the band-aid and the sunglasses. And here I'm doing a kind of a lime green star that where would that look the best? I'm going to do it here, which leaves me some room to do maybe several dots in there. Okay, so now we're going to go nuts with these guys. And I'm going to take from this what I'm going to do is take from this top row and go all the way down and take every color. There will be black ones and white ones and gold ones or a black one, a white one, a gold one. I'll do that orangey coral sort of color up there because there's one of those in that flower. I thought down here, actually let's do it here because there's a flower, that color right in there. Okay, now this kind of salmon pink color is not a color. There's some right in here. Let me put that back. I'm gonna go back on that. Not gonna use that color because I've got this kind of prettier pink, a little bit pinkier pink, bluer pink, if you will. So I'm going to take this yellow dot and put it there, and another one up here. Let me go. We certainly have green. I'm going to kind of take it over here. Okay, I like the way it's shaping up. Now, this is that kind of the next two colors are actually that kind of teal-y color. Because it's a dot, I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to kind of put that in there. I'll go ahead and add it into the mix. Maybe right over here. Get that there. Okay. Now this color truly is not in there, so I'm going to choose not to include it. So my devil may care, who cares if the color was there or not attitude is, I'm kind of stepping back on that. Let me go maybe more right there. Okay, black. Going to kind of go there. And let me do another one right here. I'm going to leave this area white and kind of do the explosion of dots all around. I'm going to go with a white up here and one down in here and a gold. Where would we like to see a gold? Let's do a gold in here with the ouch strip and a gold maybe here with that guy. Okay, and I think I'm happy with it. It doesn't have quite the confetti look here, and I nixed the idea of using enamel stars. I had a few of those. The colors weren't exactly right in my stash, and I chose to use this. Let me go back here and see if there's something small. Oh, there are some gold stars here that I could maybe, there we go. There's one, and it seems like I saw another one. There is another one. And you know what I think I may do is pop these up. Let me put the pop dot where I want the star. I'm going to take this one off, kind of stick it on my finger, put the pop dot there, and then I'm going to tweezer the star onto the pop dot. Okay, so that's my solution for sticky fingers and stars and pop dots. Okay, let's go up here. I like that idea. That pop dot top has not been peeled off, so let me do that. Okay, that works well. Was there? There should be. There is a third star. I was hoping they hadn't just given me two. Okay, let's see, where does that third star need to be? Looks like it could be kind of down in here. Let me get that off. Okay, is there anything else? I really love these little party hats, and if it were a, if it were a birthday page, I'd certainly use those. Don't you just love the sloth hanging over the gift, and this one carrying the balloons? I tried to figure out some way to work that in. She especially loves sloths, and look how amazing this little hedgehog is. So I will be using those. I used hedgehogs a lot last year in Calvin Ball, and kind of grew rather fond of the pages that included hedgehogs. let me, Calvin Ball's coming up in March. Let's see, where should this go? Where would you want a little group of cherries? Where? It doesn't seem to want to fit in anywhere. And you know, I'm just gonna say it's cute, but I don't need it on that page. So I'm gonna stick it back on the sticker sheet and call this done. My journaling talks about 2019. I actually used the sticker from that sticker sheet on top of this little receipt that was part of, I think that was also part of the field, yes it was part of the field trip ephemera. And I added a sticker from there that says, you know, make a wish. And it's talking about 2019 and how Ava had been such a good soccer player, and how 2019 kind of just brought it to the fore when she didn't want to play anymore, and that's kind of what allowed her condition to be diagnosed. So I haven't exactly stayed true to this layout. This is such a versatile layout. I really do intend to cut those stars, and I do intend to do that kind of stitching. And I have somewhere some confetti paper like that, and I think I can do something like that page. So anyway, here's my version, inspired by stars and what a little star Ava used to be, and what a roaring, fighting, amazing star she is today. So thanks for watching. Bye.